welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashi Adani and for today's video we are going to be trying out Meesho makeup to see if it's actually as good as the real deal. But first, comment below and let me know which side is Meesho. Is it the right side or the left side right now? And stay tuned till the end of the video to see which one is better. Let's get started. Okay, now that you guys are in my face, let's go. So first we have this product. Now I don't know about you, but it reminds me of Renee's Glass Glow makeup oil. So Renee has recently changed up the packaging, so it is more like a cylindrical bottle, but earlier it used to be exactly like this one. This also is a little bigger. Now colors same, packaging is very similar. Let's try it out. Just gonna apply a little bit on my face. And this one also we're gonna apply like a few drops. It was very runny. Now let's blend the Renee side. It has a very light fragrance. I don't know of what exactly, but it's a little floral. This side has a very similar fragrance, you guys, like extremely similar. But this oil is definitely more runny. It has more of a slip to it. Comparing both sides, I feel like this side is definitely more sticky as compared to this one. This is more like a dry oil finish, whereas this one is just oil finish. Personally, I don't like pre-makeup oils because I have super oily skin, so I'll just use like a lightweight moisturizer or an illuminator. Oils are a bit much for my skin. Even once I've massaged these products so many times, I can still feel like this one has so much of a slip, whereas this one is more dry. Definitely prefer the Renee one in this case. Next we have this Beauty primer. Now look at the packaging and tell me what it reminds you of. Come on, use your brain. It's the Insight 3-in-1 primer. This is the Chotu Dabbi obviously, but I mean, it's exactly the same. It says the same things, exactly the same things. Even though like the logos are identical. Let's start with this one. It looks proper silicone-y. Let's try it on this side. It doesn't have any smell whatsoever. It feels like a thick product, but it is blurring out my pores very evenly. Like, do you see the difference in that? It's mattifying as well. Not bad at all, you guys, like not bad. Let's try the Insight one. This is definitely much thinner in terms of consistency than that product. That one was a little translucent. This is almost transparent. Very similar finish, can't really tell a difference. It's not as mattifying as that product. This side still feels a little dry compared to this side, but both of them, I mean, upon first look, it looks very similar, but upon touching, this side is definitely way more slippery still. For my base, I couldn't find anything which was like a spot on dupe, so let me just do that off camera. Okay, the base is done, and to my surprise, you guys, like it looks good. Like both the sides look really good. I can't tell the difference one from both the sides, and number two, I mean, as an actual base also it looks very good. Like my skin is looking nice and juicy. It's not looking very oily, and I love that. Let's move on to my favorite Benetint. Now this one though is not even bothered with, you know, changing up the packaging. They're calling it the Benetint. Now this is the actual, I'm so scared. Okay, it says Benetint Crazy Girl right here, and this is your normal Benetint from Benefit. The packaging is quite similar. I mean, there are differences. Like this is more of a wider packaging. This is more of a sleeker packaging. Obviously, there's Crazy Girl written here. But other than that, you guys, like, it's spot on. And one major difference I just noticed is the Benefit is water. It's literally like water. You can see it's like shaking. Whereas this is a gel. It's not moving like the Benetint does. Let's see, we're going to apply this on our cheeks and blend it out. It feels like a lot. It's a very orange shade. The Benetint is more pink in my opinion, but this is very coral. But I mean, it blended out. It looks good. Should we try this on the lips as well? This is very clearly not Benetint, like in terms of application, because Benetint is not this opaque. Benetint is very watery, so it's never going to be able to cover your lips like this one. But I mean, does it look bad? No. Now let's try the actual Benetint. This is going to be red. As you can see, Benetint also smells like rose sharbat, you guys, like proper wala sharbat that we used to drink as children. It looks red, you know. I like this. It's the natural wala red. It's very pretty. The finish though, like this is obviously more watery on application, but the finish both give like a very similar there but blushing from within sort of a finish, which I actually like. Benetint is surprisingly picking up a little bit of my foundation as compared to the other side. Yeah, you guys, Benetint is picking up my foundation and this side didn't. Let's try it on the lips. And as you can clearly see, like I mentioned, Benetint is like water. It's not opaque on your lips and it looks very natural and it is supposed to look like this. I did not like how it applied on foundation. Although I know for a fact that Benetint has to be applied on bare skin. You can apply it on makeup, but most people choose to wear it on bare skin because it's so water-like. I mean, on top of makeup, this side definitely performed much better. I wiped both my lips. This one has a better stain and it looks more tinted than this side. Sadly, I think in this scenario, Misho wins. Another blush product that I have is the Pixi Blush Sticks. Now, I had ordered this in the red shade because I have the red shade, but they sadly sent me the pink one anyway. And I mean, we know my thoughts on the Pixi Blush Sticks. I'll link it right here, but in short, they're not good. I don't like them. Speaking of the packaging, it does not say Pixi on this. They've tried to replicate the font text, but it's not the same. Like, you can clearly tell which is a fake. Let's start with this one. It's all out. And let's try this one. Very similar packaging, like your Pixi also has this, by the way. This smells like lemon air freshener. Exactly like lemon air freshener, and that's not good. Let's start by blending the Misho side. It's giving like a nice sheen and it's also blending beautifully. I'm not the biggest fan of the color, but don't mind it at all. Now, using another brush, I'm going to blend this side. Why is this harder to blend? Is it because of the color? I don't know, but this side is definitely taking a little more effort, but it also gives the same sheen. The color, obviously prefer this one on me. This is too much. And the reason I don't like Pixi is because if you stick your hair, it'll stay. Okay, and that's not good. Let's try it on this side. What the hell? This side is better? Is Misho better? 2 points to Misho, guys. 2 points to Misho. Actually, so far nothing has been bad. Like, everything is applying beautifully. Next, we have my favorite Maybelline Sky High Mascara. And we have their Sky High Limitless Length Exact Mascara. It doesn't say Maybelline. That's the only difference. But other than that, the tube, the packaging, the branding, everything. This is from the brand Kiss Beauty, by the way. So let's put it to the test. I'm going to be starting by curling my lashes. We'll start with the Maybelline one to see how it's supposed to perform. By the way, I am a huge fan of this mascara. It separates, it lengthens, I don't know how to explain it to you, but it has a very dry formula. Okay, in the beginning, obviously it's a little liquidy, but once you give it some time now, it becomes like a very dry formula which will not clump up your lashes no matter how many coats of the mascara you put. And that's what I love about it. Now, what I don't love about the mascara is the waterproof version. I think the one I'm applying right now is the waterproof version, but it is very hard to remove. It's a very long lasting product. So if you're someone who needs a long lasting mascara, this is good, but it's a pain to remove. Let's try Misho Boy. Like, first instant, the brush is much bigger compared to the Sky High one. Once you apply it, actually I'm scared, you guys. Once now one of my friends applied a fake James Charles palette product on her eye, like the palette, and she got eye infection, which is why you should never ever be, putting fake makeup on your face, because you don't know the ingredients, you don't know if they are FDA regulated. I'm doing it for the views. What's your reason? What's your reason? Please stick to original makeup, guys. I just smelled this and it smells like, I don't even want to say it. It smells like Gaumutra. If you don't know what that is, I can't help you. It smells like Gaumutra. And as mentioned earlier, it is clumping the lashes. And because of the formula, I feel like it is clumping the lashes. But when we speak about the difference in the length and the volume, I think both are pretty good, you guys. Like, think about it. Both are pretty good. This one has not transferred onto my lids, whereas this one has managed to transfer and get everywhere. And it also has that ridiculous smell, which I can still smell from my eye directly, which I don't like. And lastly, we have this product. Tell me what the packaging reminds you of. Tell me. It is the Kylie lipstick. Now, obviously, it is a golden packaging. Kylie has a pastel pink sort of a packaging going. Let's apply the Kylie. This is my first time trying a Kylie product, by the way. Truthfully, not a fan of the shade, but it applied beautifully. It covered up my pigmentation. It doesn't smell like anything at all. And I'm gonna let it dry. Now, I had called for the fake Kylie also in a similar shade, but they've just sent me whichever the shade they felt like. So we're okay. The packaging has come off, but let's try again. Okay. This smells so sweet, you guys. I don't know what it smells like, but it smells very sweet. Definitely prefer this color on me. Let's give it a few seconds to dry as well. This one is completely dry. Let's see how it transfers. My fingers are stained. No transfer at all whatsoever. This one is definitely sticking my lips together. But for transfer, you guys, there's no transfer whatsoever. And that's about it for today's video, guys. The makeup is actually pretty good. But like I mentioned before, we don't know what goes inside it. We don't know if it's like legally produced and stuff like that. It can be harmful for your skin, for your eyes. It can cause rashes, infections. So better to stay away from all this and just like get your hands on the actual products just for your safety. And if you guys enjoyed this video, then please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, comment below and let me know which of these products you would be interested in trying out. I'll see you guys next Saturday. Bye.